Tuesday night baseball now from Comerica Park in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Chicago White Sox and the Detroit Tigers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Justin Verlander is on the mound for Game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, one of the anomalies of this season, he has just not pitched well at home. Really struggled all season long.
Patrick Henry heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, number 12.
High in the air out to center field. Maben is there. 1 out. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He's gone deep 5 times in the last 10 ball games. Clearly, he's seen the ball really well right now.
Cabrera over to his left. Throw will not be in time to get eaten. It's a bunt single.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Anthony Davis will stand in as the watch is in full effect now as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown.
Now, can you imagine the year that this guy is having right now? And he's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
Into the seats, 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
And it's been a little bit of a rocky start to the homestand. Just 1 win to show for their first 4 games. I think it starts with the pitching. They've got to get a good performance out of this starter if they want to turn around their fortune.
In there, a base hit.
Well, you talk about being locked in at the plate right now. That is 10 straight games with a base hit now, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see how long he can keep this thing going.
Jose Abreu will stand in for the first time, and he's come up big in spots like this more than once this year, currently 2nd in the AL in RBIs.
Well, you know, big-time power threats like him tend to rack up those RBIs. He's also way up there on the home runs leaderboard.
Wow, a flip to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Acrobatics that time to the bag to get this double play started. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Jose Quintana is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you can see there he's got a ton of strikeouts this season. We'll see how many he can add to that total here in this one.
Jose Iglesias is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. And, Eric, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking like world beaters right now. I don't care what league you're in. Anytime you can put together a double-digit win streak like these guys have put together, you're playing some great baseball.
Quintana gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. Liner towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Eric, who stands out to you?
Yeah, you know, Ian Kinsler is a difference maker right now. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
And there's a swing and a miss as Kinsler's down quickly now, 0-2.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick a ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Miguel Cabrera will stride in now. And as you can see, he's currently 6th in the American League in home runs.
And he's also in the top 10 in batting average and RBIs. So not just hitting those home runs. He's having a great year overall at the plate.
In the air out toward right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. After 1, no score. Todd Frazier will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the .330 mark to begin playing.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Upton's under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, they tried to go inside again. I like the call, but this time he was ready for it. He drives this one for a solid base hit.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in now, and you can see his numbers there on your screen. Currently 5th in the AL in home runs.
And you know, guys, he's got a boatload of home runs over his last 10 games, so you almost expect him to hit one every time he steps up there.
Verlander pauses. Here it is on 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here it comes on 0-2. Oh, and Verlander loses the handle here. This one straight to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Martinez. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 35 now on the season as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Batting 8, second
Stepping in now, Brett Lawrie. And he gets a hold of this one again to deep right field. Martinez going back on it. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Wow, that's dangerously close to being back-to-back home runs. This ball just didn't have enough carry to it, so winds up being a warning track out.
Here's the first pitch to him. This one's flared out toward left. Upton is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning. J.D. Martinez readies for his first swings in this one. And, boy, check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of pop at the plate right now. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
Boy, that's another pitch right down the middle, though. So he's gotten away with it so far, but I think he's given him a little bit too much to hit here.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Into the box, Victor Martinez. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Victor Martinez.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first-pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And he falls behind 0-2. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. There to take it is Abreu, and that's out number 2.
It probably goes without saying, but he'll be unhappy with that at-bat. This is a curveball, and Show Track shows you it's right in the strike zone, but all he can do is pop it straight up.
Here's Justin Upton now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 17 home runs and 68 runs batted in. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Well, you saw it right there. He's got a good fastball, and he's going to use it. When you throw in the mid-90s consistently, you have to use that weapon.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Mauer corrals it. James McCann gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Patrick Henry is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Verlander into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far...
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he will make it into second with a 2-base hit here to begin the third.
The right fielder, number 1.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there and left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
In now is Adam Eaton. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one.
And he had the perfect pitch to try that, right on the outside corner.
Liner toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
And with these guys holding on to a two-run lead, they've given themselves a pretty good shot to get it to 3 or more. This will put runners at the corners with nobody out. And these first 2 at-bats are any indication, we might be looking at a big inning.
Into the box now, Anthony Davis, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Wow, tough play.
And they'll slap the tag on him between third and home, and it's a costly double play. And now this is going to turn into a triple play, and that will end the inning. Wow! Cameron Maben will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Into the windup and the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And the Tigers are into the hit column now. That's their first hit of the contest.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Jose Iglesias is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. Every time he takes a hill, this ball club has a great chance to walk away with a W. We'll see if he can wrap up another one for him here in this one.
And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Maben rounds third, heading for the plate. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Miguel Cabrera steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Womack going back on it. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run.
The right fielder, number 28, J.D. Martinez.
A 2-run home run for Miguel Cabrera, number 33 on the year. And the Tigers have taken a 3-2 lead. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Davis sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Victor Martinez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
And he sends it the other way toward right center. Eaton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 3-2 Detroit. Leading off the inning, Jose Abreu, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. Martinez is under it to put it away, and it's a quick 1-pitch out to begin the 4th.
Well, any time you can retire this guy, that's good. Any time you can do it leading off an inning, that's great. And any time you can do it on 1 pitch, that's a full trifecta right there.
Now Frazier with a drive. Well hit out to deep left field. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Maben on the run. 2 gone. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting.
Yeah, Matt, he's one of the leaders in the American League this year. 5th at the moment. So we'll see if he can stay hot into the dog days of summer and even move up on that list. Having a great year regardless, though.
Line to the right side. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting,
Brett Laurie stands in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
Grounded back up the middle. Iglesias is up with it. A spin and a throw on to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Alfredo Womack will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, he's still got to make 1 more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. And the runner from second is in to score. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. And he is in there.
And I don't know how often this actually happens, but I wouldn't bet it's not much more than, what, once every 5 years or so? An inside the park grand slam? Are you kidding me?
Standing in now, Patrick Henry. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Back to the drawing board now for that man after the grand slam.
Yeah, with 2 outs, that absolutely killed him.
1 strike.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And for whatever the reason, he's really fallen off the rails here in the 4th.
And it looks to me like he's looking very tentative out there as well. And that's usually the kiss of death for a starting pitcher. You've got to go right at guys.
Verlander sets his sights, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So they score. Justin Upton is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. I think that man right there just got a new lease on life after that last half inning.
Yeah, can you believe it? He's working with the lead. He might not have been expecting that.
And Upton can't connect there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You know, you figure the approach will be similar, but that's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
Nick Castellanos is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Eaton is under it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
Our next telecast comes your way tomorrow afternoon in high definition as these 2 teams wrap up this 3-game set. And you get a look there at the expected starters for tomorrow's contest. James McCann will stand in for a 2nd time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
And even though that is a strike, man, that thing is coming in so hard, it's almost impossible to get a level swing on. You're better off taking it and waiting for something you can handle a little better.
Hot shot to 3rd. Frazier's up with it. Throw to 1st will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mike Pelfrey is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Into the box now, Adam Eaton. He singled his last time up.
The right fielder, number 1.
And that's swung on and missed for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And that is by him on into center field, so good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Boy, how much hotter is he going to get? And he's got himself another 3-hit ball game. That batting average is going to continue to climb even higher.
Anthony Davis can only improve on his last at-bat where he hit into a triple play. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Lined hard toward right center. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow.
Wow.
Now this is cut and thrown to 1st. On to 1st, and they get the double play.
I tell you what, I didn't think he had a chance in heck of catching this thing, but he winds up making an incredible play. And then he's got the presence of mind to recognize the situation in front of him and get the ball in quickly to get the double play.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Yeah, 2 outs, nobody on. Got a pretty good idea what he's going to do. He won't hold back here.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the third out. Weird way to end the inning. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. They still lead it 6-3. Leading off the inning, Cameron Maben. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Quintana into the windup. Here he comes 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Davis makes the play, one away.
The shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Jose Iglesias will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Drilled right back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
First delivery to him on the way. Ian Kinsler is in for the 3rd time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0. Danger here, as this is a guy who can make this a 1-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
On the ground to 3rd. Frazier is there. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday. Todd Frazier makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Up the middle and off his leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Joe Mauer digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton moves over. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
And with all the runs that have scored tonight, you'd think that ball would have had some carry to it. I don't think he got that one flush, though.
Hard hit ball towards the hole. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
He's working on a 3 for 3 ball game now. He's been automatic all night. Comes through with another big hit right there.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around 3rd and being waved on home. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And the run will score all the way from first. It's an 8-3 ball game.
Now this will extend that lead up to 5 now as he's able to showcase a little bit of that speed right here as he cruises into 3rd with the triple.
Alfredo Womack will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Here comes the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
To first. Throw to the plate. And the runner will be tagged out at the plate, so a costly decision there.
Now
Patrick Henry, ready to take another shot, went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Smoke toward third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Adam Eaton steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
Man, he can flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Anthony Davis will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Hit hard to short. Goes to third with it, and they will get the force at third, and that's that. Miguel Cabrera will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Eaton. 1 away.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
J.D. Martinez is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
This is where a guy who's been very aggressive around the plate may start thinking about being a little more fine later on in the game. When these guys start thinking, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go up there and jump on the first pitch. You don't even have to throw him something good to hit.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw gets him. 2 down.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
Victor Martinez is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Quintana's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. And a good swing there by the switch-hitting Martinez, but he missed it. 0-2.
Just too many swings and misses on pitches out of the zone. Jeez, swing at strikes.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Jose Abreu will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Martinez is there to put this one away, and it takes just 1 pitch to record the first out of the 7th.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a one-pitch out.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ranging back is Maben. Gone! It's a solo home run for Todd Frazier. 38th home run of the season for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it perfectly. I mean, that's as long a home run as you're going to see.
Now batting number 7, catcher Joe Mauer.
So here's Joe Mauer. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Drilled on the ground to short. Iglesias is there. Throw to first is in time as Mauer becomes out number 2.
Now batting,
Carlos Gonzalez steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Sends that one out of play for strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is skied into short left center. Upton moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning.
ladies and gentlemen,
White Sox able to add on thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the White Sox 9 and the Tigers 3. Leading off the inning, Justin Upton. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2. And Upton can't connect there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA.
Yeah, Matt, he's been rock steady. Currently 2nd in the junior circuit in that department. And when you're pitching as well as he is, the scoreless innings just seem to stack up. He's got another good outing going here.
Quintana's got his target. Here's the first pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Well, let's just see if we can slow this way down and see the point of impact. He's going to be bunched up a little bit on this one and get it right down below the label. And sure enough, that's a great shot right there. This bat just explodes on impact.
Into the box, James McCann. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Right side, hit hard. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Cameron Maben will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he misses with it, 1-1.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Tigers leave 1. Still way back. It's 9-3. Bobby Parnell will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Striding into the box, Brett Laurie, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. And now K-Rod Francisco Rodriguez is up throwing in the bullpen. On the ground up the middle. Iglesias to his left. He's there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground towards second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop
Patrick Henry digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Upton has a beat on it. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the White Sox, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. Leading off the inning, Jose Iglesias, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
1-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. High in the air into shallow left center. Womack calls for it. 1 down. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. When he's out there, you know he expects himself to get deep into ball games. And he's done that in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Ready on 1-2. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Still way back. It's 9-3. Francisco Rodriguez will come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Adam Eaton. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here.
Adam Eaton.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Martinez is there, and it's a picture-perfect beginning to the ninth inning for a pitcher. One pitch, one away.
Davis.
Settling in now, Anthony Davis. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And now the second pitch of the inning is hit in the air to center. Maben on the move. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
2 pitches, 2 fly balls, 2 easy outs. He's probably out there saying, man, why can't it always be this easy?
First offering on its way. Jose Abreu started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Now the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Maben ranging back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. J.D. Martinez will start it off here in their half of the ninth, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Victor Martinez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And even though on the mound he's had his way with him, this is a dangerous customer, so don't get to thinking you're bulletproof out there.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Womack waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Justin Upton digs in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
When this deep into the ball game, you get the feeling that he's not going to keep getting away with pitches like that, especially when they're up in the zone.
And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really came through with a dominating pitching performance. You see there, 12 strikeouts, and that doesn't even tell the whole story. That was as good as I've ever seen him pitch.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The White Sox win it 9-3. Good night from Detroit.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox. 9 runs on 17 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base.